Well, good morning, YouTube. Where have I been? I've enjoyed my 4th of July weekend. And then the past few nights, we've been over at a friend's house helping fix up his race Corvette. And that's been an until midnight job. And I got lots of things going on in the garden. And since I've missed a couple nights, I need to get to it. So it's before work at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to go out there and take care of some things real quick before I head off to work. Come back. It's supposed to be stupid hot out still, so I'll probably wait till the evening to finish up. But I still need to get on it, so let's look for the equipment that I need. So yeah, we did some rearranging on the porch. We do that from time to time, but I got a pair of scissors and my roll of 1/4 inch elastic, and let's head out to the garden. You see how much work needs done out here? I have spinach going to seed. See the little pods? It looks pretty similar to the collard greens. The bunching onions, they're going to seed, obviously. The seeds are about ready. I'm about ready to cut those off after watching the Big Blue House Homestead. I like the way she did it, and I would like to do that too. I got a big stupid weed back there I'll have to get out here shortly. But look at all the Shasta daisies growing. And my lettuce is still looking really good. That's why I figured I'd plant it back here in this shady spot because it is still growing. I did a lot of weeding on this row this weekend, and I have more collard green seeds ready to pick. I also have collard greens I could be harvesting here shortly, but my rainbow chard is ready to harvest. My beets, I pulled one up and they're about ready, and then I will have to weed all this because I got more peppers to plant out, and I'm going to succession sow beets. I still have peas coming on. My coriander, see, it's turning into coriander. See the little bulbs up there? Some of them are actually dry, so I could save those for my own. Cilantro, I think I called that dill just a little bit ago, but I could save my own cilantro seeds, or I could use it for an herb in the house and cooking. It'll taste just like cilantro. And my bush beans are going to flower. Maybe not this variety, which I think is the dragon tongue, but the purple teepee I'm getting flowers on. So, but my spinach, not my spinach, why do I keep calling this spinach? My peas are still growing great and producing with the stupid heat out. So I'm thinking that all this foliage together is actually a living mulch for my soil, keeping it moist longer. Anyway, let's come out this way. Look at all my brassicas growing very beautifully. And my celery looks great too. Yep, it's growing really good. So, why I grabbed this anyway was because I have this here massive sunflower stalk that's growing, and I tied it too tight compared to the stalk that's growing, and I do not want to strangle my giant sunflowers. So, oh, there's the tie. I gotta fix that. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of my elastic here. Cut off about that much. So I have roughly a foot of elastic, which might be an overkill, but hey, this has got to change. Something's biting me. I don't know how well you can see this or not. Come over on this side. Little mosquitoes and stuff out. So basically why I'm tying up my sunflowers is to help support them. This one was starting to fall over. Well, when I did this, they were starting to fall over and whatnot, and I didn't want that to happen. So I tied them up with this, and I'm using this to tie up my cucumbers and my tomatoes to my trellises as well. So this works really good. It's fairly cheap. You can get it in the craft section. I ordered mine off of Amazon in the roll, and it was anywhere between $4 to $8 for the roll. It wasn't too expensive at all. And I know Adrian at Indiana Backyard Gardener is using tomato tape to do a lot of her trellising too, which is also a really inexpensive, great idea for tying up your plants to your trellises. My daughter was into the idea of joining the Shed Wars Youth Division, but she's kind of like haphazard about it, and that's okay because then she can learn what to do and what not to do. But she planted a bunch of broccoli seeds in this container I gave her. I gave her all of these containers, but yeah, this is what she did. She was trying to winter sow them, and I said, honey, it's too hot for that. It's gonna be way too hot of a microclimate inside for those to really germinate. So don't do that, just put it in the pot. So she dumped it all out in there, and that's what's going on. There are some weeds in there and whatever, but I'll help her take care of that. So it's starting to sprinkle. I'm back home from work, obviously, and I'm out here just picking up a few things I left out, and I'm gonna quickly run through some plant updates with you. Hopefully I can continue this tomorrow. If not, well, you'll see that I didn't. So my Jenny's golden melons are getting flowers on them now. Looking cute. I do not see any, well, I see a couple female flowers. See how small the little bulbs are underneath them in comparison with, oh, well, I guess I lied. Well, no, because there's a male flower. I just accidentally got it off. At least I think that they're female flowers. I've been steadily pruning my tomatoes, and I need to do a how-to video about that, but I've just basically been staying on it. My peppers behind it look really good, and like I said, I wish I could do more gardening tonight, but with the rain, I just don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done. Oh, look, see the flowers? I'm not pulling flowers off anymore. I was, and then I decided to leave them on because the plants are already up to my hips. So I will keep the flowers on. I'm getting a little bit of leaf curl. I think that's from the heat, and so I'm not worried about it. Look at all my other plants. Look at my cucumbers, guys. Starting to climb that trellis. I really haven't been able to prune the suckers off of them yet, basically because the suckers haven't been very big on it, but here's some now. So I'm going to show you that is a cucumber sucker. And then you just take those and just like you would a tomato and take them off. So I still have time for that. The cherry tomatoes I've been pruning. They're starting to get flowers on them. I put a tomato cage around one of the zucchini. This other zucchini, I am going to rig something up to use the fence that's already there to make my own cage for that one. And it looks like flowers are already starting to go on them too, so that's great. I'm ready to catch up with everybody else's curcubids. And yeah, basically that hasn't changed since earlier. But I did notice I have fresh strawberries to pick, and I know this stuff in my basil out there need watered again. I think I'll be able to harvest these and the peas and maybe my rainbow chard tonight. I don't know if I'm ready to pick my rainbow chard yet because I just don't know what else this night's going to hold for me. I know I got some cooking and stuff to do, so we'll just see. We'll see if I do that or not. I got some more flowers starting to bloom around the pond. We've seen toads swimming in here, those little spies hanging out in the pond. And if I can catch them on camera, I will show you. I believe this is hollyhock. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's hollyhock. Ryan thought that was a big weed. I said, nope, 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 nope. Because I kind of thought so too, and I said, well, let's see what kind of flowers this weed produces. Well, I'm glad it did, but it looks kind of sad. I wish we had some sort of like a cage for it or something. We pulled out the catnip and the black-eyed Susans right here because they were just massively taking over and falling down. But some of these hydrangeas are starting to get flowers on them. These are two different kinds of hydrangeas. And that's what they're doing. Some of my chamomile is starting to bolt. So I have some chamomile flowers right now. I still have lots of baby chamomile still, and this vining plant is taking over. And I think I'm going to let that go and do its thing. I did plant out lavender here and there around the area and back by the pond. I haven't checked on that to see if it's still taken off or not. But, well, there's a lavender. I think. We'll see. It's my first year growing lavender. I might even just put some seeds. Well, there's a lavender back there too I planted. But I just might direct sow some seeds this fall, let them overwinter, self-stratify right there, and just let it go, honestly. So we'll try that this year. I'm getting ready to plan for my fall garden, and I know I'm going to be growing kale and Brussels sprouts and things of that nature that will really sit there and take the cold and grow through the cold. Now, the only thing with Brussels sprouts is you have to leave the leaves on where you want your Brussels sprouts to be protected. So that's my only tip. And my battery's running low, and I gotta go inside and upload my weekend vlog video and, yeah, charge my phone. So I'm gonna cut this off for now. Hey, it's not raining yet, and I got a big bowl, and so I'm going to do some harvesting and showing you a few more things. We'll see what else I could get done this evening. I still have to cook dinner yet and do a little light house cleaning, but come with me. So I got all of the garlic out of Grandma's garden, the collaboration garden, and I've been having it curing out here in the greenhouse for the past 2.5 weeks. So this weekend will be 3 weeks. I'm going to clean it up outside, take it inside, and store it. And it looks amazing. It looks great. I've been keeping this door open to allow airflow, but keeping the vents shut. That way rain doesn't come get on my garlic. And see, there's no mold or anything on it. It's looking really good. I have like 3 different varieties I planted last year. And some of them are smaller. And I noticed Mom must not have got all the scapes off of them, which that's okay. I mean, I'm just happy to have homegrown garlic, and next year I want to grow more garlic. Ryan thinks this is going to last for a year, and I said, no, this will not last a year. We've got all of the winter sowing stuff, the rest of it moved out here. I have some black Hungarian peppers and some cowhorn peppers that I'm going to plant out. This is where I had my peppers planted last year, was in this little spot. I need to take the hoe after it again and just plant it there. I still have to weed this row next. That's my next one. But I also have okra seeds soaking inside. They've been soaking for a couple days now, and I meant to come out last night. We ended up going to the friend's house to work on the Corvette. So let's go ahead and start harvesting some of these peas. They're still looking super healthy despite all the heat that we've had. And just look, this is every couple days. I come out here and just pull them. And I've noticed that the bigger ones still stay pretty sweet as compared to the smaller ones. I really kind of like the taste and the texture of the bigger pea pods. I like the way that the fresh peas melt in my mouth. Or, well, they don't melt, but whatever texture it is that I'm thinking about. So, and then I'll bring all this stuff in and we will weigh it. I did cut back like half of my oregano. This is Greek Columnar oregano, and I will show you how I am dehydrating my oregano. I still need to do some with my thyme, and I need to harvest some thyme while I'm out here for supper tonight, and possibly some green onions. I didn't bring my scissors though, so I might have to make a trip back in. Around here, I do have a Tulsi, aka holy basil, popping up. Let's taste it. That's pretty stinking good. It's more minty and refreshing than typical basil is. It's not actually a true basil, which is incredible. So the lemon thyme just ripped off pretty easy. Now look at these strawberries. Aren't they gorgeous? And the birds have really left them alone. And my understanding is when birds attack your fruits, they're actually thirsty. And we have this pond here, and look, there's a fish. Those are goldfish in that pond. They're a few years old now. But anyway, they like to sit on those rocks there at the waterfall and sit and drink. Gosh, these mosquitoes are eating me up. So I'm going to hurry up with this harvest. Besides that, I think I hear the storm coming. If I had enough strawberries, which I need to find a place to make strawberry beds, maybe out at Ryan's mom's or something, I would make my own strawberry jams, but I do not, so we're just going to use them for fresh eating, for snacks. You guys, I had harvested peas the other day and just stuck them in the salad spinner, and I did not get the chance to wash them yet or weigh them, so we're going to do it all together now. I got it turned on. Get a big bowl out. Okay. $10.95, so almost 11 ounces of food there. So this is how I am dehydrating my oregano right now. I may or may not do this with all of my herbs. I do have my parents' dehydrator I'm borrowing, but to save on electricity and all that cleaning up stuff, I simply have these double-sided shower curtain hooks, and then I took bunches and put rubber bands around them and just hung the rubber band up off the shower hook here on the back porch, and the cleavers dried out nicely. So I'm sure these will do just fine. This is one inexpensive way that mostly anybody can do and to dehydrate their own herbs and such. So for real this time, thank you for stopping by. I love you, and so does Jesus. I'll probably do some more gardening tomorrow, but as far as right now, there's a storm coming and I have other things to do. So with that being said, see you next time.